This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward, Ed.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is Friday, October 3rd of 2025. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. I'm Corey Cove. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. There's Zachary Halverson. Mark Parrish is here early on a Friday because no John Kriesel today. We'll check in shortly with Chris Hockey from England, I assume. Hi, Mark. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, guys.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Just great, man. Marnie Gallner will be here in a little bit. Alicia Lewis coming in at about 8.
All right.
Like again, I said yesterday, she was going to do the initials tournament this summer, but
what happened?
I don't know. She's had a baby or something.
Is that
no
important?
excuse.
I mean, come on.
That's a weird excuse. We should have an all-pregnant women edition of initials.
Love that idea. Start putting that together.
Yeah.
Love it.
Who's pregnant?
You got to line that one up?
Who's,
I don't know.
anybody know any pregnant people?
Half the sales staff that works here?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah. Maybe Hog's dad. Is Andy?
Andy?
Is Andy pregnant?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Or Andy knows somebody who's pregnant.
That'd be
Maybe he's
impressive.
pregnant after yesterday.
Never know. Modern medicine is amazing.
Yes, it is.
It really is. Parrish already has on his Jefferson blue, ready to go golfing.
Go. Go, Jags.
We don't play for 6 hours, but yeah. Good for you, Perry.
Let's go.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
You can play. Hey, Hogs.
Oh.
Hey. Hi, sweet peas.
Good morning.
Hi, Hawk.
How's things?
Great.
Wonderful.
Any new?
I have something
Hockey's
new.
getting closer.
I have something new. What?
Go
Want to
on.
hear it?
On first and goal, handoff, Williams, jump cut to the right, diving for the goal line. Did the ball come out? The ball came out at the 1-yard line, and San Francisco recovers.
So I don't know if you were listening, Chris, after you disconnected yesterday.
I was not, no.
This is what's going to happen. We should have known the second we started making fun of Chris how this was going to play out. We were making fun of you because we're pretty convinced you picked the Ravens when you picked the whole season earlier in the week before you realized maybe that Lamar wasn't going to play.
Right, yep.
So
that's
we're
right.
like, does he know that it might be Cooper Rush?
Yeah.
So we looked at the board and we're going, all right, half of us have the Rams. I switched from the Cardinals to the Rams. That was a bad decision. That Rams fumble was the killer. So 3 of us are, I think it's 3. 3 of us are eliminated from last night.
Oh.
There's 3 others that have the Cardinals.
Tommy, Fargo Flash, and Crease.
And you have the Ravens. So why didn't we know the second that we made fun of Chris that the Rams were going to lose, the Cardinals are going to lose, and the Ravens are going to win, and by Monday morning, Chris is going to be the winner.
Yep.
That's
right.
what's going to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
I could. The worst part about it was literally, of course, how much
you
thought
took
I
the
put
Rams.
into it. I hadn't. So I'm sitting here Wednesday morning just listening to you guys.
Yep.
You know what? I like what they have to say. I'm going to go Rams too.
Yep. Well, and they should have
Major
won.
mistake.
They
That was
blew
a
it.
huge mistake.
They blew it so many ways.
Oh my Lord!
I watched
It was
the whole
so
thing.
hard to watch.
From a blocked extra point or the other field goal they botched. From the fumble at the 1, which was the killer. I know Power True Bats posted before that fumble they were minus 950. Like
Yes,
it was
they were.
over. It was under a minute. They were going to take the lead, and then in overtime they have 4th and inches, and I love that McVay went for it, but he's saying he picked the wrong play. He can't believe he picked that play. He put his team in a bad spot. They weren't going for the tie. Now, again, Parrish, we don't want a tie.
No,
that's
no,
also a loss.
Exactly, yeah.
I love that he went for the win, and then they run it right into the wall of the Niners, and the game's over. So it just botched it. Come on, man.
Hideous.
That's what you get.
I literally, it was, and that was like after the fumble, I was really close to just shutting it off. And then when we tied it up going into overtime, I was like, I got a bad feeling. I turned it off. I literally didn't even watch the overtime. I couldn't watch it.
Actually, again, it was really good for if you're on the Rams. The Niners pretty much marched down and then got stopped in field goal range, kick a field goal. So then the Rams, of course, have a lot of leverage. They know exactly what they need. They can have 4 downs to get at least a field goal, if not the touchdown, which is what they went for. And they got down in the red zone unbelievably fast. Like, I think it was a 38-yarder to Atwell. Like, it was like, they're going to come all the way back. They're going to spike in the end zone. It's going to be over. And then they got stopped on 4th and inches. Son of a bitch. So anyway, the Cardinals will lose to the Titans on Sunday. The Ravens will win, and Chris will scoop up like, I don't know, $200 or something. Paul, your hands up.
I have a question. What happens if the Cardinals lose and the Ravens lose?
According to bets, it's a 7-way split. So it's a 7-way tie, and we split the money of the whatever it is,
2,400.
Is it 5? Well, not 2,400.
That's what it said. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what he said.
Well, we're splitting. We would split how many? It would split $100, or sorry, $1,000 5 ways. You don't split your own money. You get your $200 back.
Oh wow!
Reading what thing said. Don't. You're mad at?
No, I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense. Okay, it doesn't matter.
McVay, not Sakis.
I am mad at Sean McVay. I don't understand it.
But the other thing too is I think I of course turned it off at halftime because I'm an old man, and I saw the highlights this morning on SportsCenter. Did they not run a sneak because they don't want Stafford to get hit because of his bad back? Is that why he dropped and then like handed it off to that Williams cat that was like 7 yards in the backfield?
I don't know.
That's true.
Why.
That makes sense to me. You don't want that old man going in there head first.
Yeah,
I get
correct. So that's why normally you'd run a sneak, but they don't want him hit because he's old. Yeah, see?
Yep.
The title of the podcast on Hour 3 yesterday is The Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how much
we were so convinced that you weren't paying attention.
I wasn't.
And we're like, he's going to be out.
I didn't pay attention at all. I picked all of my games for the rest of the year before we left to come here, which was more than a week ago. So I hadn't even looked. I didn't even know who was playing last night. I know we said it like 4 times yesterday, but I don't listen to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So, yeah.
Well,
so
congrats.
There you go.
Thank you. Who cares about this 7-way split? It's going to be a 1-way split with Chris getting all of it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
well
right.
done, gosh.
Thank you. I feel good about it. And, I mean,
all that football.
I still, I still feel, I hold out hope that I'll win the whole thing. But, I'm just not going to freak out too much. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
What was your day like in England yesterday?
All right. Let me tell you guys. So, got off the air, went back to the hotel. My good friend Andy was waiting. And Pete was there, and I said, Pete, do you want to go on an adventure? And he started removing his pants. I said, not that kind.
Wow.
He said, yes, let's go on an adventure. So we did. So when Andy got there, he says, where do you want to go? And I said, I want to see something old. And he had a great line. He said, well, I'll take you by my mother-in-law's house, which was funny.
Paul, your hands up.
Andy's mother-in-law, Woodhawk.
I think the question this morning is, did Hawk? No, I did not. But I'm sure I would, because she's a lovely lady, a lovely lass.
Mm-hmm.
So Andy proceeded to take Pete and I an hour northeast to the city of Cambridge, where the College of Cambridge is. And he said, you want to see old stuff? There's old stuff here. And we said, cool. It made my whole trip. It made my whole year seeing that city. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the videos I posted yesterday.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I'll send them to the group chat. I cannot believe what these eyes saw yesterday. I was like Rudy's dad yesterday, but it wasn't just me. Pete was like Rudy's dad yesterday. It was unbelievable. The College of Cambridge was created in 1209. 1209. 1209.
That's older than Andy's mother-in-law. Man.
Well, she was the appetizer. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
main course.
we walked around. You can't believe it, man. But it's not just that. I'm going to go on record right now, and anybody who's been there is going to agree with me. I guarantee it. It's the most vibrant, antique city I've ever been to in my life. It's obviously a college town, but it's not just a college town. It's a giant college town. It's weird over here because universities are big old places, right? And then they have colleges within the universities. So Cambridge University is this giant city, And then you have this college over here, which is the College of Blank, but has its own name. And then there's a completely separate college over here that is the College of Blank. It's under Cambridge, but it has its own name. It's as if, like, let's say St. John's or Metropolitan State or whatever were underneath the umbrella of the University of Minnesota, and they were all the same campus, only spread out all over the place. And if you went to Metropolitan, you never went to Mankato. Do you know what I mean? But they were all from, I mean, we went on top of this church that they started building in 1481, I think, or something like that. And we walked 125 steps all the way up to the top, which ain't easy, by the way. I ain't gonna lie to you. And, I saw the whole city. It was simply beautiful. And then we came down and we walked over to this pizza place, because that's what you do, you know. And at one point, I turned to Pete and Andy, and I said, "It's like we're on a movie set, and they keep sending out extras to walk by because the city traffic, foot traffic, and bicycle traffic never stopped, not for 1 second. The place was so vibrant, and every shop was full, and people were shopping, and kids were laughing, and old people were helping each other, and nobody's fat, and everybody's walking and riding bicycles."
Did you say helping each other or humping each other?
Yeah.
And honestly, it sounded like you said old people were humping each other.
Why do you think Andy took you there?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in the Truman Show.
Yeah, I know, right? One of the colleges is the College of Humping. So yes, they old people do hump each other. But no, yeah, it's just it was beautiful. I can't do a good job of explaining just how wonderful it was. I would tell you 100 times out of 100, fly to London, flying to Heathrow, spend a day in London, see what this place is about, fight your way out of town, and spend the rest of your time in Cambridge, because that's exactly what I'm going to do when I come here again. I'm just going to stay there, get a hotel downtown, and just explore that place, because, I mean, that's where Isaac Newton was. All right? I mean...
Paul, you're familiar with his work, right?
He's the E equals MC squared bit.
Nailed it.
And the Apple guy
nailed
above
it.
his head.
Nailed
and then, the guy who
So
came
close.
up with the idea, which actually came to fruition for the very first computer, did it in one of the buildings that I walked by yesterday. What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr. Dell?
Yeah, exactly. Nailed it again.
that's
You're on
right.
fire.
Hawk, you're 100% correct. The first video you posted yesterday, it looks like a movie set.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what I saw. But even more so, like, it was so cool to be near a city where that was so vibrant. Like the whole downtown, all the old buildings, everything. There were so many people in all the shops. There wasn't a shop or a restaurant or a bar or a church even that I saw that didn't have a packed line of people waiting to purchase something. It just felt so healthy. It felt so good, and I don't know. It felt so human. I don't know what else to say. It was beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially
Yeah, it
when,
was
when you're staying like 2 hours out of London, you got to find something to do. And it sounds like you found something to do.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So that made the whole trip. That was really cool.
Love
And
it
then we came back. Thank you, Marco. And then we came back and picked up PA. And this is a great story. And I wish Paul was here to tell it.
Oh, boy.
I wish he was here to tell it. I'm going to tell you guys. Maybe, are you on a break? Because I can tell you in the next segment. I promise this story, you won't believe the story.
Well, it's PA. Of course, it has to be.
Oh, boy.
Bonkers.
You won't believe it. I got to tell you, and you got to give me time to tell it, because I got to set it up perfectly, and I'm going to try to do a good job of telling you.
All right, let's do a next segment.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait.
I hope I can communicate it to you in a way that just relays the moment yesterday that happened as we were watching Horsey's race.
Sauce, what if the story has something to do with PA just being bombarded with leaves?
I would tell him to go to gutterhelmetmn.com like Parrish did and get gutter helmet for your gutters. You don't have to worry about them. If they ever, and it's a small possibility, they ever get filled with leaves, they will clean them for you. But don't ever worry about your gutters by going to gutterhelmet at gutterhelmetmn.com.
All right, Chris is in England. Mark Parrish is already here. Marnie Gellner will join in a little bit. Alicia Lewis around 8 o'clock. She's going to play initials at 8:15. And the jackpot today, $100,500. Thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Slightly over 100K. Just no big deal. Just 100K.
Yep. And Adam Thielen, by the way, I'm sorry to mean to
right
interrupt.
on. When is that?
Yeah, no, he's going to walk over, they believe, at 1:30 my time, which means it's 2 hours from now, so about 7:30.
Oh, right on. Perfect. Sweet. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
to Morning Show. Chris is still in England. Chris, what's your plan for Monday? I think you said the team flies out right after the game or relatively close to after the game. So are you back on the show in the Twin Cities on Monday, or is there a delay there?
I'm in the Twin Cities on Monday, but I will not be back on the show. My bus leaves the hotel Sunday morning at 7:30. I go to the stadium. I work all day. When the game is over, we get on the bus, go to the airport, get on the plane, and fly home. So I won't be in a bed again for about 24 hours.
Yep.
So if you guys can live without me for a day, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be great. No, so that is the plan right now. And if I get any, and in fact, I will get some interviews and stuff after the game that I can forward to you guys to have for the show in the morning, stuff like that. But that is the plan. Yeah, it's going to be a long day, but it is exciting, man, and you can see it starting to kick in a little bit. In fact, there have been some things moving around today. At 7 a.m. your time, I believe, right behind me over here to my left, KOC is going to be doing a press conference, and so I'll have to be quiet during that segment, or we can actually just pot it up and run it if you want from Vikings.com or something like that. If you guys want to hear exactly what it says.
Yeah.
That'll happen at 7. Then not long after that, as I was saying before the break, Adam Thielen will come over and make his weekly appearance with us, too.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Hey, we asked Lieber, how do you think Sunday's game's going to go?
Man, I do believe that our defense is going to win this game for us. I think he's going to, confuse that kid. He's not very big, and I think you get Brian Flores an opportunity to mount a blitz package and a coverage package against a kid who's brand new to it. And if we can find a way to make sure he doesn't get out of the pocket and run all over us, because that's what Ben's afraid of, is he's going to just run all over us on Sunday. I think we can win based on the strength of our defense and get just enough out of our offense to get it done. It does help, by the way, and I was wrong, by the way. They're gonna put Brandell at center and put what's the kid's name? Yeah, he's going to be our center.
Oh wow.
And what's the kid's name? What's the kid's name? Yeah,
Joe
that's
Huber?
it. Huber.
Funeral
Yeah,
home
that's
guy?
it. That's exactly. He's going to be the guard. So Brandell will move to center, and he'll be the guard. So that'll be the offense, offensive line. But the cool thing is that they've been practicing like that all week, and they'll have plenty of time actually doing those things. But I don't believe. I think they said yesterday in one of the articles I read that Brandell has only practiced at center. I don't believe he's ever taken a snap at center.
I think you are correct. Yep.
And after you left yesterday, Chris, we had Tom on, right? Tom Pelissero, and we asked him about Garrett because we're like, look, he's apparently banged up and questionable for Sunday. And he, with a smile on his face, goes, "Miles misses a lot of Wednesdays."
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He was
limited yesterday.
He was limited, but which is kind of funny because I think Tom's like, look, I'm sure he's quote hurt. Miles is just taking Wednesday off. He's going to play on Sunday.
It's his routine.
Yeah. He seemed very confident that this is just what Miles did. And it's not like, again, it's if he took every Wednesday off and then sucked on Sundays, you'd be like, you need to practice all week.
He's the best player on the team.
Right. So just let him do what he wants. If he wants, I mean, Darisaw, didn't he have another day of rest?
Yeah.
He's had 2 days of, quote, rest. That's how good Darisaw is. It's like, look, he's going to have to carry the load on Sunday. Let the man take a break.
Yeah, there's certain guys that's literally all it's about.
Keeping them healthy.
Yeah, keeping them healthy.
Yep. All right, Chris. One man that needs to stay healthy is Paul Allen because he has to call that game Sunday morning. Walk us through whatever this disaster was yesterday.
All right, so I don't know. Maybe, Jared, if you don't mind, maybe walk over and see if he's upstairs, would you please? Because I want him to be able to come. Oh, there he is. No, that's Jim Rich. Oh, sorry.
Whoops. Hi, Jim.
Same thing.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, big, identical personalities.
That's Mark Wolf. Hi. How you doing?
Oh, that's Ziggy's son.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did not see that.
Who was that again? Was that Nance?
Nance.
Yeah, Jim Nance.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah,
Whoopsies.
it might get loud, so you guys let me know if it's too loud, okay? So on the way back from Cambridge, I text PA and I'm like, hey, we're rolling by the hotel. Do you want to go hang out? And he goes, absolutely, but I can't stay out late. And I said, okay. And he goes, can we go play the ponies? I said, sure. It was like getting a text from a 4-year-old.
Yep.
I said, absolutely. So there's it's the craziest thing, guys. They bet on everything over here, right? This town of Ware is, maybe this, I can't even describe how small the town is. It's not a very big town at all. But they have 2 betting places. Not casinos, just places you can go in and place bets on horses and watch the horses on TV. I've never, ever, even when I've been to Canterbury a couple of times, I think I've bet on horses twice maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm pretty good at betting on doggies apparently, but I don't want to get myself in trouble with that. So we go in and we sit down. And PA is a wonder. I mean, you would expect he'd be, right? Like, That's what he does. He's normally announcing, but apparently he's not just announcing. He knows those horses, and he's got sources, and he knows what he's doing. And he literally ran through why this horse that he was picking was going to be the horse that was going to win this race. And he told us all the different possibilities. This horse has won a lot of money, but he's had 4 months off. And so they're running him in this race, and they're going to run him in this race. And it's a stakes race, which means they put a stake on him at $25,000. If you want to buy this horse, you can at the end of this race. This horse he's up for sale. And he says, so what that means is either this is a great horse and they just want to sell him so somebody can take him to the next level, or he's hurt and they know it and they want to get rid of him. So we're going to put this amount of money on him. So I take 20 green whatever they were out of my pocket, and I put 20 green whatever they were down on this horsey, right? And if the horsey wins, I'm going to win big. And then Pete does the same thing. He takes I think his was purple. He takes a purple one out of his wallet and puts it on. And then Andy says, no, I'm not doing it. We're like, okay, cool.
Well, what fun is Andy?
I know,
Andy.
I know.
Live a little bit. You got that Swiss bank money. Let's go.
I don't know what he was thinking. But so then PA takes out a wad of pinks, purples, and greens.
Like
right?
Monopoly.
It really feels like Monopoly money. It doesn't feel real, which is a problem.
Different sizes. Whoa.
I'm
awake.
That was Parrish's bank calling him.
That's my typical Friday alarm right there.
Little Pearl Jam to wake up to?
You know it.
You know, if you're waking up now, you're late. But anyway, I digress. So we put it down on this horsey, and I'm telling you guys, this horse takes off and ran the exact race that PA said he was going to run. As the horse, he's going around the track. And by the way, this is a race that's happening, I think, in like in Baltimore or something like that. So we're watching horse racing from all over the world, and this one's happening in Baltimore, and it's happening live. And this horsey is just whooping their asses. You can't believe it. He's a different level horse, and the jockey's right like up on him and not even like really trying. And PA's like, now watch. He's not even trying. That other horse came up beside him, and that horse thinks he's got something for him, but that other horse is dead ass. That's what that means. That's what he said. He said that other horse is dead ass, and he ain't got nothing for him. And he said, now watch him. He's going to come around the third corner right there, and he's going to kick it in a little bit, and he's going to take off. He's going to win by 5 lengths. And I swear to you, it was unbelievable. That's exactly what happened. Like, as soon as he said it was going to happen, the guy got down, gave him a little whip and a little kick, and, or whatever you do. And
yeah,
that horse
kiss
took
him.
off.
Yeah, you kiss him on the neck.
Kiss your horse.
Yeah, give your horse a smooch.
So anyway, so I got to be careful because I think they're doing a press conference with Mark Wolf behind me right now. So the horse pulls away and is leading by 20 yards. And we are hooting and hollering, and people are hating us because they're in there watching horse races, and PA's making noises, the PA makes, and he's tickling people that he doesn't know. And the lady behind us who's working the counter is like, I close in 15 minutes. We're doing it. And we're celebrating. And guys, 15 yards from the finish line, it was like John Creasel in a gosh darn Hummer.
Oh, God.
That horse went nose first into the ground.
Are you kidding me?
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
It never happens.
I couldn't believe what I saw. We were watching it live. We were celebrating. He had 15 yards to the finish line, and he just nose first, tripped over nothing. Wow. Nose first into the finish line. The jockey goes flying in one direction. Horses are scattering. The horsey gets back up and runs, and he gets second, but that doesn't count apparently because he didn't have the driver on him.
Gotta have the jockey.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was, I swear to God, I had to check to make sure it wasn't the John Creasel Memorial Race for horses. It was like he stepped on an IED. He just went. It was like somebody tripped him. It was like I've never seen anything like it.
So hang on.
That horse gets
Let me ask the question we're all thinking. Did somebody get to this horse? Was it rigged?
Yeah. Was it staged?
Did the horse take a fall because some mobster was like, look, all your little fillies are down. We're going to take them all out if you don't take one for the team here. And that horse fell intentionally. It's possible.
Hey, we've all had that moment where we're trying to get by somebody that's walking slow, and you walk quick past them, and catch a little toe or something when you get out front. And what you do is you just kind of keep walking like nothing happened. And that's exactly what that horse did. Like the horse gets it at that point.
It looked like he tripped over a bad piece of sidewalk. I've never seen anything like it. And the jockey must have went 15 yards. And PA goes,
poor guy.
the noise that PA made was like Chewbacca combined with Cheetah. I don't know the noise he made. It scared everybody in the room. And he was like, no.
He had a bunch of pinks and greens on it.
It's weird though. Like
he had all the colors. He had the rainbows on there.
If Meat Sauce took off down the hallway and then tripped over nothing, we'd go, well, yeah.
It makes sense.
But when
he's uncoordinated.
Since you just mentioned it, if a cheetah trips, you'd be like, what the bleep? That's what they're supposed to do is run.
Right.
Nobody knows how to run better than a horse. Why does a horse trip?
What's happening?
That's what I asked him. I'm sorry, Mark, but I asked PA, I'm like, the horse, he got up and ran. Is he okay? And Paul said, he looks like he's fine. If he was hurt, if he broke a leg, he'd be laying there. But he got up and ran. He's like, no, I got this.
So embarrassed. I was going to say, that was what I was going to ask. Did the horse like kind of quick look over his shoulder, kind of like, anybody see that before you started running?
Did anybody in the group go, you're all right, girl?
It did look like he looked around like, no, I meant to do this. It's fine. I'm okay. It doesn't hurt. But meanwhile, his toes hurt really bad.
He's
what I mean?
kind of got a limp coming up.
Well, and don't forget, you had maybe like 20 euros on that horse. Pete maybe had 20 euros on that horse. PA had 3 months mortgage on that horse that tripped.
Listen, I'm not gonna. I don't know how much it was, but he intimated that it was. If that horse had made it 15 more yards without going Curly Moe and Larry or whatever his name is, if he had made it 15 more yards, it would have been 4 zeros.
Sizable.
He would have made a lot of money. That's about obviously that's sometimes horses get tired. You got a huge lead. You get a nose at the wire, and boom, you lose. That is the worst beat I've heard in a long time in horse racing. Just a horse that's walking away with it, tripping over nothing. Because most collisions, I think, are right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Like when they're crossing over and they're getting tangled up, right? Legs get tangled. I think somebody that knows horse racing better than me can verify that. But I think a lot of them are right out of the gate when all the horses are right next to each other. I don't know.
Real bad. There's the jockey.
Did PA say that he's essentially never seen that?
He said it never happens. That's what he said. It never. Well, and the thing that he said never happens is that the horse, he got up and ran off. Like it wasn't like his leg exploded, and that would have been terrible to see. Obviously, And I want those horses to be fine, but it wasn't like that. It literally looked like he tripped. It was just like whoop, 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 whoop.
Unbelievable. He's got to video that somewhere.
Unbelievable, man.
See, that's another reason why dog racing kicks ass, because on that first turn on almost every dog track in the country, there's a huge pile up. 6 or 7 of the dogs go ass over tin cups, just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And there's no threat of like, are we going to have to put this dog down?
Right.
It's the opposite. It's like they look like they're having a blast, right? Like they're hog piling just for fun.
I thought we were going to have to put Paul down. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought we were going to have to put PA down. I thought we were going to have to bring out the shotgun in the tent to put him down. He was distraught.
That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst beat I've ever heard of by far.
If he comes by, I got to have him tell you the story. But again, I'm amazed. I shouldn't be amazed because that's what he does, and he's been doing it forever. But he called it as if he knew what was happening. Like he knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was
the easiest money he's probably was ever going to make.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, who's going to buy that horsey now? He tripped over his own shoestrings.
Right.
Kevin James or somebody like that. All right. We'll do front page sports after this. Chris is in England. This is the Power Chip Morning Show on the Fan.
Well, if you like the Heat in Minnesota, you'll love the Heat in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Your way. This October, the 23rd through the 26th, we'll be broadcasting from Tom's Watch Bar. We got 2 massive football watch parties. You stay where you want, fly how you want, and you decide how hard you want to party, too. Vegas your way. Power Trip Way, KFA.com/Vegas.
There is nothing more Minnesotan than talking about the weather, so let's do it quickly. 87 today, 87 tomorrow, 81 on Sunday, and then the bottom drops out and it gets to the mid to high 60s. So this summer wave essentially is about 2.5 days away from going.
Hell yeah.
I was refusing to come home.
It's too hot.
You're going to time it perfectly.
Yeah.
The second you get back, it's going to be back in the 60s.
Yeah, I wasn't going to come at all. That's ridiculous. I'm so glad we're missing this. It must be what? I know, right? It must be 58 degrees here, probably.
It's 62 right now, so yeah, we're similar to you in England, but 62 with a high of 87.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's going to rain all day here.
That sounds lovely. I mean, if it's just going to be this hot, if it's going to be 87 today,
I got 90 here, by the way.
I'm going to stay indoors.
90s in the Twin Cities in October.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Hideous.
Sauce and I are going to go torture ourselves today.
Yeah.
You're not playing golf.
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like golf?
I mean, I like it enough to play with Perry and our buddy Scott Taylor.
And you got to find something to do when it's not raining.
Yeah.
Scotty was over here in Ireland with us.
Yeah,
Yes, he
how about that?
was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was controversial. Very, very controversial.
No way.
Yeah, right.
He was. Yeah. Yeah. He was wearing a skirt and trying to tell people that it was a kilt. But it was just a lady's skirt.
Very
it was a pencil
short.
skirt.
Yeah.
Very, very short.
Probably wearing
Ask
it
him
today.
about that.
He'll probably be wearing it today golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
that's
should
his
if it's
thing.
going to be that hot.
That's what you should have done in Ireland, is wear a kilt and just go sans panties.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
would do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just to see what
that's the
happens.
way
See
to
if
go.
a strong
I hate
breeze
that.
blows.
You hate sans
I
panties?
hate it when it sands in my panties.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's like this. As hot as it is, you should not be wearing any underwear of any kind because it's
Amen.
just going to chafe. Is what it's going to
I'll
do.
just stay indoors.
Yeah.
My
That's
basement's
horrible.
62
Just do
degrees.
that.
It's lovely.
I'll tell you what, man. When I get back, it starts to change, and then it's going to feel like football season finally, and the snow around the corner, and the speech is less than a month away.
How about that?
Oh, my Lord.
How about that?
All right, let's do front page sports.
Is that
Let's pretty close. Yeah, what are we?
is, yeah.
30-ish days, a little less
Yeah,
than
under
30.
that, yeah.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Thanks to Holiday, you can buy more, save more when it comes to Mountain Dew. Get that new trolley flavored Mountain Dew. But you can mix and match any variety of a Mountain Dew that you want. 3 for $6 for a limited time with our friends at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Thank you, Holiday.
Thank you. Holiday's the best.
I
love
stopped
Holiday.
there this morning.
It has been a while since I've had just an ice cold freaking Mountain Dew.
Oh,
just
A+.
old school.
Can.
Oh, the old school. Oh.
I'm
That was-
cool with 20
that
ounces. Let's
was
go 20 ounces.
All
yeah.
my dorm fridge was
Same.
just all Mountain Dew.
Guys,
Didn't need water,
I'm-
didn't need anything else.
dangerously close to running out of 5-hour energies,
Oh.
and I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't find them anywhere over here. I've got 3 left. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Amazon them to you.
I don't know if I could do that or not. Maybe I could do that. Could I do that? I bet I
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
Does England have cocaine?
Ask Andy. He doesn't gamble, but he loves the nose nachos.
Yeah, they
The
say.
nose? What the hell is a nose nacho?
Cocaine.
Nose nachos?
Nachos.
What other nicknames or phrases for cocaine do you know?
Devil's dandruff.
Yep.
That's it.
Nose candy.
Yeah, nose candy.
You
Keep
just
going.
made up nose nachos,
Oh,
right?
No, nose nachos is a newer thing that people say.
As of
And by people, you
30
mean
seconds
Dov?
ago.
No,
Did
yeah,
Dov start that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Oh, I know we're doing sports, but this kind of sports. Have you guys seen the video of people knocking on somebody's door and then lining up for the tush push and pushing each other into the door when they open it?
Yes.
Dude, that's brilliant. How great would that be in Vegas with Dov and Tommy lining up, knocking on your hotel door? Like if we, middle of the night, knock on Corey's hotel door until he opens it and then tush push into his room. How great would that be?
Pretty funny.
So good.
I did see about a week ago a video of a wedding. It must have been in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. And all of the men in the party in the bridal power, or what is it called again? The wedding party.
Yeah, wedding party.
Had like green suits on for the Eagles, and then when they came out, when they got announced for the reception, they basically all lined up and then tush pushed in the middle of the dance
that's
floor.
funny. Yeah, that's funny.
That's great.
Man, it's a play, I guess, right? Like I guess it counts for now. It might be the last year.
Yeah.
Depending on
how
who you
about-
ask, we'll see.
How about Aaron Rodgers not being involved in it? I mean, that's the perfect way to do it if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? You guys remember what I'm talking about?
where he just stood there with
he
his
stood
arms
back
up?
and they had the
Right.
receiver do it or
yeah.
whomever. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's in the difference between a sneak and a tush push is a sliver, right? It's basically, is somebody behind you pushing? And that's what people hate about it, right? Is that Jalen Hurts is already a giant man. And now you have somebody behind him just pushing as hard as they can. Yeah. And for the people that hate it because they can't stop it, those are the people that say, we're worried about the safety of Jalen Hurts. He's going to get crushed in there.
Yeah.
It's just like, you can't stop it. That's why you don't like it.
I think
you sound like the commissioner of the WNBA.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I'm talking.
Complain about the referees, then you're just a loser.
Yeah, she's got weeks to go, it sounds like. We'll see. All right, Thursday Night Football last night went the Niners' way. They had an injury report that looks like the Vikings' injury report, but it didn't matter. They hold on and win in overtime, 26-23 over the Rams. Kyron Williams, with about a minute to go in regulation, fumbled the ball at the 1. And they were massive favorites to win.
That giggle hurts, huh?
Before that play, but he only had one hand on the ball. That giant guy for the Niners just swung his fist, punched it out, and it bounced right into that guy's arms, and he recovered it. And the Rams got the ball back because they called timeout 3 times because the Niners ran it right up the gut just to waste those timeouts. So they got the ball back with something like, 40 seconds, got into field goal range, kicked it, forced overtime, but then they lose in overtime 26-23. The Niners move to 4-1, the Rams 3-2.
Not only did Williams, the guy, force the fumble, but he punched him in the face before that. If you watch the replay, he catches him right in the chin is what it looks like.
What a swing.
And it catches him there and then knocks the ball out. So.
How about the 49ers are ravaged by injury and they're 4-1?
Yeah, man.
It's the power of a backup quarterback, too.
They should not have. They should not have won last night, though. They got off to that great start, and then from the middle of the second quarter on, the Rams were just dominant.
Yeah.
But the Niners made enough plays when it mattered. 59-yard field goal in regulation by the Niners as well to go up 3 temporarily. I mean, it was just, again, they won in overtime, just barely inside the left upright. Heartbreak for 3 of us in the Survivor.
Painful to watch that kick.
It's so tough, though, isn't it? Because you build your team through the draft. That's why those late round draft picks matter so much, because your backups have to be good enough to play, because this is the NFL, right? And it's the hard thing about building a team based around veterans is you're buying them and their talent, but you're also buying their injuries and their past injuries as well. So you have to be ready for that. And man, that's a fine line to walk right there.
But Mac Jones looks so much better in San Francisco than he did in New England.
He looked incredible.
I think obviously this is no news to football people, but KOC is the quarterback whisperer. If you were Mac Jones or Sam Darnold or Baker or any of these guys or Geno Smith, these guys that have failed somewhere but then need a second chance. I mean, Shanahan's in the top 2 or 3 that's where you want to go to show you how to play quarterback. I think KOC obviously is in that conversation as well, but man, Mac Jones looks like he has it.
Yeah.
Belichick, he was not a fan of Mac Jones. I don't think he got anything out of him, and I don't think that the relationship worked either direction.
It did not.
And you got to give him a lot of credit, too, for being ready. I mean, he had to be completely prepared. He has made sure that he was ready for his opportunity when it came, because obviously the situation he's in, too, you don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get. Right. And, I mean, talk about just taking advantage of an opportunity.
Well, he's going to get paid, man. I mean, Purdy just got a giant deal, so the Niners can't keep Mac Jones forever. No. Somebody's going to pay Mac Jones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
if he can play like that.
Yeah.
Was Mac Jones the direct successor to Tom Brady?
Yeah, he was.
That's impossible.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And is this a rebirth of backup quarterbacks quarterbacks who are written off? Is this a newer thing in the NFL? It feels like it is, right? Because people like Tim Couch never got a second chance.
No, he didn't. No. And I think some of these, like Jamarcus Russell, never got a second chance. Like at one point in his career, Baker Mayfield was cut and joined this Rams team for a week, and he started, and then Tampa picked him up. I mean,
he also failed in Carolina. Baker's a really good example of, he might have always had the talent, but it wasn't going to work in Cleveland. It wasn't going to work in Carolina. The situation wasn't right in LA. Like, it just, you got to get the right situation. And maybe Mac Jones, who I think also was in Jacksonville for a second too, right?
I think you are
Didn't
correct.
the Vikes play him?
Yeah,
Can we play?
It rings a bell that we played him. I just couldn't remember what team it was.
Yeah, it was Jacksonville for sure. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
So shout out to Mac Jones. He looked really good last night.
How much do you love
Stafford?
Yes,
Stafford was a beast.
Yeah.
How much do you love Baker Mayfield, by the way?
I love him.
Yep.
His
The video the other day, he is the modern day Brett Favre, right?
Yes,
like
he
the other
is.
day,
Like-
watching the video of him yelling at his receiver for making a one-handed catch, it was brilliant. He's like, "No, you don't disrespect my passes by catching them with one hand. You
he's the
use
best.
both hands." It was hilarious.
Did you see
I
his
love
line
that
about
stuff.
the quote good old days in Carolina? Did you see that quote? That was a good bit. I think they were asking about Darnold. And it was like, hey, do you guys ever, get together and talk about the good old days? And he goes, the what? And the reporter's like, the good old days. He goes, no. Almost like, essentially, we didn't have those. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's great.
The what?
He's kind of funny, man. He's got got a quick wit. I like that dude.
Yeah.
And Ben was right, man. Ben, remember that was the
Ben
year that there
loved
were
him.
a handful of options at the number one pick, and Baker was an option, but he wasn't the no-brainer. And Ben's like, Baker Mayfield's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was right.
Yeah.
Did any
Baker
of you
can
guys?
play.
Any of you guys ever watch that the SEC show on Netflix about college football that I loved so much? That came
No,
out 8
I
series
haven't
thing.
yet.
I would encourage you to watch it, but the kid from Vanderbilt is a lot like that, man. He's only like 5'10", but every place he's gone, he wins, and he finds a way to get things done. He reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield, only 5'10" and just a fire plug, man. You would love that documentary, Saucy, especially you, but everybody. Parrish, you would love it too, just because of the in-depth nature of they looking inside these giant college football programs and see this. And the kid from Vanderbilt, I mean, they beat Alabama last year after Nick Saban came out on television and said there was no easier place to play than Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Man.
Long way to light a fire.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Nice coaching.
Great stuff. That kid's fun.
Oh, by the way, quick 60-second TV show review. Gen V, which is that The Boys spinoff.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about it a couple times because season 2 just came out, and in between season 1 and season 2, one of the main characters, one of the actors, died in real life.
Right. Yeah.
And that sucks. He was like 27 years old, right? I've watched the first 2 episodes. They are reeling, trying to figure this out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's what an impossible spot. I think so far through 2 episodes, the show's borderline horrible. But I feel so bad because you can just tell they're like, we don't know what to do. He's one of the main characters, so they are swimming in it, trying to figure out how do we churn this story into something that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if the season's going to get better, but man, through 2 episodes, I'm just going, man, they are lost.
That sucks.
It sucks. Obviously, the death is the most important part, but you can just tell they just don't know how to react. They're just forcing this storyline to try to make his real life death fit. It's not working so far.
That's
I hope
just
it gets
terrible,
better.
man.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And it's it's because he's a main character as well,
That's
right?
the thing.
Like I mean, if Zach passed away, it'd be terrible. If Sauce, we'd just move on. You know, we'd be like, we just move.
That's
but,
true.
But
I
losing
agree.
Zach would be. We couldn't find a way.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
I think we'd probably dedicate half of the first segment the following morning.
Well,
Probably.
Is it?
Acknowledge it at least.
Was it? Did you die on the day of a Vikings game though? Because we got to talk purple.
It's a great point.
Well, we'd get to you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But then
We could take talkbacks.
we have bonus on Tuesday, and then that might.
and
No,
there's
I get
Vikings
it.
country.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
I
Like,
get
so,
it.
you know.
No, I get it.
Anyway, so it just sucks because this show
That
is
does
going to
suck.
run into it has through the first 2 episodes. It runs into The Boys. The storylines start to blend and overlap. And I love The Boys, but man, in season 1 of Gen V was super fun. So far, these 2 episodes are not working for me. Almost turned it off multiple times. Like, this is really bad.
Is it
You know
too... Sorry, go ahead, Hawk.
No, don't button bar that because I don't think I can use "I love the boys."
Correct. Is it kind of like...
If it was Rosie, we would run that into
my
the ground.
God, yes.
What were you going to say?
Is it kind of like when What's-His-Face was canceled?
In House of Cards,
Yeah.
same thing. The last season of House of Cards is brutal because you can just tell that they are holding on for dear life, trying to make it work, and that's exactly what so far this is. It's just not good, and it sucks because I loved the first season. It was really super fun. In some ways, more aggressive than The Boys, just because they dive right into just the absurdity. It's crazy. This is just unwatchable so far.
Yeah.
Not good.
2 more things about TV, even though I know we're doing sports and we got to go to break. But Parrish, you're of Irish heritage. Am I right about that?
I'm a bit of a mutt, so I think I do have a little Irish in there somewhere.
Right. You would love the House of Guinness. It's really, really good. Everybody would love the House of Guinness.
Nikki and I got the first episode and we loved it.
It's so good. Okay.
Yeah.
2 things. Number 1, Zacho. Remember the scene I told you about the gentleman getting out of the bathtub?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell the whole group about it? Why'd you just tell Zach?
Yeah.
There's an entire article about that episode just because of the length of that man's manhood. That's number one. I read the article yesterday. Which they would talk about a dream come true.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you need in life? That some writer had to write an episode.
That was
an entire article about your thing. So that's number one. Number two, I watched the first, I don't know how many episodes before I finally realized one of the main characters, it's one of those things, Corey, as we get older, you're bound to determine, I'm going to remember. I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to remember. And I knew that face. I knew the face and I couldn't picture it. I couldn't figure out who the kid was. And he's a main character in the show and he's got such a ridiculous face. It's almost like a cartoon character. He almost looks like the guy who goes, Warriors come out to play from the movie, right? It's such a distinct face and I couldn't think of it. And I finally freaking figured it out. It's the blonde-haired kid from the Dragon show, Game of Thrones. It's the blonde-haired kid.
King Joffrey?
King Joffrey. It's Joffrey.
Oh, man, I mean, that guy's got a super distinct face.
It took me so long because he's got long hair and brown hair. So I
think his name is Jack Gleason, if I remember right. Something like that.
He's so good in this show. He steals every scene he's in. I'm so glad he got an opportunity to do another show because he was so typecast as Joffrey.
Oh, man, he was unbelievable.
He's so different in this show, and I'm telling you, the acting is fantastic, especially from him in House of Guinness. I couldn't encourage you to watch it more, but that's him. He's in this show.
Man, okay.
Yeah,
there he is.
Jack Gleason,
oh, okay, but he's got, that mustache is the game changer. You can still see his face. That's still clearly Joffrey, but man, that mustache really does change his whole vibe. Interesting.
It's great, man. I love the show.
Sweet.
And there's a big old thing.
Oh, okay.
Does that go?
Whoa.
Well, geez, he towers over you, Chris. Jack Gleason. He is 33 years old. He was born in Ireland. He's 5'7".
Oh, man, he's got me by a quarter of an inch, just like Sauce.
Well, thank you.
What really matters after this? More of the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Fan.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Let's get into what really matters. I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life with something else that has nothing to do with professional or amateur athletics. The Vikings, just like Chris, are in London to face Cleveland, although Chris won't be facing Cleveland.
True.
Sunday, he will not be.
Have to play offensive line.
That's a good
Couple
point.
injuries away, bud.
You never
Couple
know.
injuries away.
It is 8:30 on Sunday right here on The Fan. The pregame starts at 6:30 with Michael J. Mussman III. The Vikings are 2-2. Cleveland is 1-3. The Browns are going with rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel over Joe Flacco. Yesterday, the injury report for the Vikings looks like this. Darisaw was out again, but this was rest for the second straight day. Of course, Donovan Jackson's still out. He's not expected to play until after the bye with that wrist surgery that he had. Michael Juergens was out with a hamstring problem. Ryan Kelly with the concussion. Of course, J.J. McCarthy still. Brian O'Neill with his knee issue. Dallas Turner was out with illness, so who knows what was going on there. Andrew Van Ginkel out again with the neck, and Ben Urasek again with the knee as well. So like we mentioned a couple segments ago, Myles Garrett was limited in practice with the ankle. Pelissero was pretty convinced yesterday that Myles just likes taking Wednesdays off, so it doesn't surprise me that he's back on the field Thursday for practice. It sounds like he's going to play on Sunday. 8:30 right here on The Fan. But what really matters is this.
And again, we'll get an update from the coach here at about 7 o'clock, about a half hour from now. Is that right? 7 o'clock your time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, sorry. The time still does not work for me. As coach will be doing he'll be doing a press conference. If we want to run that, we'll be able to do that. But it'll be happening right to my left here. We'll know more about what's going on. And I saw C.J. Ham this morning doing his best Michael Jackson dance. So I think he's going to be fine to play.
Sweet.
Which will be a big help. If anything is positive, that's a positive thing.
Are we talking Thriller? Are we talking Moonwalk? What did he do?
Yeah.
He was doing Billie Jean. He was doing Billie Jean, and he said it was stuck in his head, and he couldn't stop it. That's what he said.
He's the best.
He's the best guy.
Yeah,
I love it. We are surrounded by good people on this team. There's no doubt about it.
Character.
Yeah. So there's as you can imagine, a lot of security here. This is what really matters, I promise. They have a doggy right in this room on the other side of this door over here who's, the bomb sniffing, gun sniffing, drug sniffing. I don't know what he's sniffing, but he's sniffing, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a puppy. It is a tiny, little, cute black puppy. I mean, he looks like he's 7 or 8 months old. The cutest little face you ever saw. So I'm like, wow, I got to find out. I thought maybe they had to be a certain age to do something like this, to have that kind of responsibility. I mean, is he okay? Is he ready for this? Is he the kind of dog that went from first grade to fifth grade? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? So I walked up to the officer, watching my P's and Q's, and I said, how old is this dog? No. What I said was, I go, is there like an age requirement for these dogs? And he goes, well, yeah, they can usually live up to to be 10 years old. And I go, no, I'm sorry. I go, is there a certain age they have to be? And he goes, no, not really. Why do you ask? And I said, well, how old is your puppy? And he goes, that dog's 8 years old. I kid you not. Look it up, guys. I've never heard of this breed before. It's a Sprocker. Sprocker, the cutest little doggy I've ever seen. It's a crossbreed hybrid mixing a Cocker Spaniel and an English Springer Spaniel. He looks like a puppy. He acts like a puppy, but he's a drug-sniffing working dog, and he probably ripped my shins apart. But this is, if I get a dog again at some point, this is the cutest, most affectionate dog I've ever seen, and he has one of the hardest jobs out there. I feel like that is the dog for me. I have to put up with Saucy and doing in PA on the weekends. This dog has to sniff for drugs.
If Zach Googles, it'll be the second time today he's looked up a mix of cockers.
Well played.
Just better. It's too easy. Yeah, Wild at Chicago tonight, 7 o'clock, the final preseason game for Minnesota. The season opener is just, 6 days away. Thursday at St. Louis, and then the home opener is next Saturday against Columbus. But final preseason game, and then our national nightmare can be over.
Yeah, amen.
Preseason sports. F-.
No, they're great. Preseason football is outstanding, right, Hogs?
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish we had a little bit more of it right now.
Yeah, correct.
My stomach still sinks when we start talking about preseason. But no, they're ready to go. The one thing that's nice about the last preseason game is that it's the last preseason game, but it is the final tune-up, and you kind of get to you get more to be with your line mates and get a little more time to create that chemistry and really be going for that first game. But it's time. You can see the veterans, their body language. The hits aren't as intense. It's to that point where it's like, all right, we're good. I'm ready to go. Let's not get hurt. Both teams are. Yeah, there's no big contact. So let's get going.
What really matters though is this.
Remember when we went to the auto show, Corey, and you pissed blood?
Very familiar with that moment. Yes, I do recall that.
Top 5 show ever on the Power Trip. Best stuff.
Outstanding.
Those working the night shift or non-traditional hours are at a greater risk of getting kidney stones.
Fun. Wow.
That's according to new research published in the journal Mayo Clinic Proceedings. Researchers say anyone working a shift outside of a 9-to-5 job has a 15% increased risk of getting kidney stones. That number jumps to 22% for people working the night shift. The study involved data from more than 220,000 people in the UK.
My favorite moment, if we look back to the moment where I peed blood at the auto show, was I come out of the bathroom and I almost immediately tell you guys, I just peed blood. Right, like this was. I think I said it off the air, and we all laughed about it. And we did about a good hour on the air. Corey's peeing blood, and we're just laughing around. We're so dumb. This show is so stupid. We laugh about it for an hour, and then finally the police officer walks over and goes, I know you guys are kidding and stuff, but you should go see a doctor. And I'm like, I should? And he's like,
correct.
And he's like, yeah, you're peeing blood. I'm like,
dude.
I know. I thought it was like he goes, no, go see a doctor, dude. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. No. I hadn't even crossed my mind that I actually should go in.
We did an hour on it.
Yeah, at least. He just quietly and calmly was like, I know you're having fun, but go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember you were kind of telling me that story, and right away I was clicking, and like, nobody told you.
No, we were just having fun making fun of me.
Look, there's a lot of places it's okay to bleed out of. That's not one of them.
I turned into a red Trevi fountain just spewing blood, and I didn't even think twice to go to a doctor. Who cares?
My turn. A good laugh about it.
We sure did. Again, shout out to that police officer that got my head on straight for a second there. Gophers at number 1, Ohio State tomorrow, 6:30 right here on the Fan. 23.5 or so is the spread. The Buckeyes are number one, and they are giant favorites. But let's see if Minnesota can do something to surprise the college football nation. The Gophers are 3-1. Ohio State is 4-0. Do we have? Is it the hot steam that Darius Taylor is not ready?
Well,
and maybe even not close. Where are we at with Darius Taylor?
I don't know, and I think it was 2 weeks ago when PA had Fleck on. Fleck said he won't answer that, which he doesn't have to, and he said you'll know 90 minutes before the game because that's when an injury report comes out. And I think it would be the same answer this week. And when we asked, I don't remember if it was on the air or off the air. I don't think Fargo thinks he'll be back either.
Okay. What really matters, though, is this.
This is relatively big news, but I'm not sure if I'll be on to do my news because of the KOC press conference, so I'm going to do it right now. Purdue University researchers will travel to the South Pacific in search of wreckage from Amelia Earhart's lost plane.
What?
I know, lady.
Wow.
Next month, the research team will inspect an underwater object that has been visible in photos from a lagoon that is located on a small island in Kiribati since the 1930s in an effort to identify it. Earhart was attempting to become the first female pilot to circle the world when she and navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Pacific Ocean in 1937. The object is about 400 miles southeast of Howland Island, which was Earhart and Noonan's planned destination.
Noonan.
And didn't we learn on this show that guy was kind of a beast? That was established. Yeah.
He'd done a lot of cool things. Yeah. And then he got in the plane with her.
Just two legends.
Hey, man, the guy liked to gamble.
You know what the problem was? PA had 1,300 red things on it.
He said it was a sure thing.
He said it was a sure thing. And she got so close to the island and went nose first. Am I making fun of Amelia Earhart? Has it been long enough? I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Yeah.
Too soon? Hey, at what point are we just going to have essentially nonstop underwater drones just to scan the entire ocean?
To finally know what exactly is down there?
Yeah, they'll find Cthulhu.
Sure, they'll find him or her.
And the Kraken.
Nancy.
The Kraken.
The sea beasts.
All of the Kraken, sure, yep. Let's go find it. More of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show, partially from England, partially from St. Louis Park, Minnesota, on the Fan.
The Fan.
And
Get ready to laugh your face off. The just a couple of pickpockets. It's the Petty Theft Tour with the Common Man and Meat Sauce is set to take over Max's on the Green in Spicer on October 11th. Grab your tickets today at eventbrite.com or be a part of the heist right now by being caller number 7 to win a pair of tickets. Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice. Petty theft.
Yeah.
I like
Everything
that.
you just said sounded like a Friends commercial. Like Max is in the Green sounds like an episode for a sitcom involving Max getting some money finally.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Have you seen him?
No, I haven't. He's been a ghost everywhere I've gone. I've either just barely missed him or I know Andy was talking to him yesterday. So he's here somewheres.
Hey, Zachary, you just said 7th caller, right?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to just take the first caller?
I would take the first
being
caller.
nice.
I mean,
Just so you guys know, they moved the press conference back to 1:40. So that would be 7:40 your time, which means that would be perfect for Vikings news if you want to run that.
That'll
so
work.
You guys just
Yep.
keep
Yeah.
that in mind. Just keep that in mind. So that is what's going on. And Zacho, if you wouldn't mind potting down the music for 1 second. Builders and Remodelers, your new siding superstore. Go to buildersandremodelers.com. Thank you, Zach. If you'd cut that up and send that to me, I'd appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Multitasking overseas.
Attaboy, well done.
Right, man.
Well
Thank
played,
you.
Hawk.
Thank
Well
you very
played.
much. Thank you.
That's
you.
a pro. That's not even
That was not an on-air production meeting. That was on-air production.
Yeah,
on-air production. That was a true vet move right there, Hawk.
All right, let's do more of what really matters, scores and stats around the world of sports. I wasn't going to do this story, but then I just heard Sports Update guy say it. I'm like, what? But apparently this is a thing. The Timberwolves preseason starts tomorrow against the Nuggets.
Another preseason so soon?
I'm going to assume that Parrish and Chris both weren't listening to that last commercial break.
I doubt it.
The Minnesota Timberwolves take on the Denver Nuggets tomorrow in preseason action at 8 o'clock in...
Denver, right?
No.
Minneapolis?
No.
Okay, hold on then.
Las Vegas.
No.
Hawaii?
No.
Guam.
San Pedro?
Nope.
Guam.
Jolly Old England?
Nope.
Canada.
Nope.
Afghanistan?
Nope.
Are we living in the country? It's going to U.S.?
Sure.
Okay.
Fargo.
New York.
Nope.
Who's closer?
Arizona.
So Mark's getting warmer.
New Mexico.
Nah.
He said Vegas already.
Texas.
You're going the wrong way.
Okay.
What's the
Hawaii.
other way?
I already said that.
Too
California.
Afghanistan.
Okay, so Los Angeles.
No.
San Francisco.
San
No.
Diego?
San Diego, California.
Wow.
Why not? Why
not?
wouldn't the Wolves and Nuggets have a preseason game in San Diego?
Yeah, why
What the
not?
hell is why?
I have no idea.
I've always wished there was a road game in San Diego.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
I've heard
yeah.
it's nothing but spectacular stuff.
It's outstanding.
Oh, San Diego is awesome.
It's the best.
Don't know why they're playing there. Don't care. It's preseason. Preseason sucks.
Yep.
What really matters is this.
It's happening. Monster, the Ed Gein story, comes
Oh,
out
boy.
today on Netflix.
Yuck.
Charlie Hunnam, of course, from the Sons of Anarchy show, who played Jax. It plays serial killer Ed Gein, whose crimes inspired the characters Norman Bates from Psycho, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. Now that is a legacy.
Dude, Charlie Hunnam had a really funny story. I saw the clip from Seth Meyers a couple nights ago. Hunnam's telling a story. He's in a cab or an Uber, one of the two in New York. Did you see this clip? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Did not
Sauce?
know.
He said that the Uber driver or the cab driver kept looking back at him like, I think I know you. Like one of those, I think I recognize you.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he said something like, I'll paraphrase his story and like, hey, should I know you? And he's like, oh, I'm, Charlie Hunnam. The guy proceeds to Google him, essentially right in front of him, and then clicks on the first video with his name. And then it's his phone was connected to Bluetooth, according to Charlie. And the video that the guy clicked on, as Charlie put it, was basically a highlight reel of all of Charlie's massive failures.
Oh my God.
Like King Arthur. All of the worst moments in his personal life and his career. And he goes, and as soon as the guy realized it, he didn't stop the video. So he's like, I'm basically getting a car ride with this guy listening to my life story of all of my low points.
That's tough.
That was a rough ride.
Tough.
He's like, the guy never turned it off.
He was in one of Hawk's favorite films, Pacific Rim, in 2013.
God bless New York. Like, I had some rough cab rides out in New York. But, I always at least respected it because they were saying it to my face.
Yeah.
They had the courage to do that.
Speaking of that, the end of the story, according to Charlie, is he gets out of the cab like, wow, that was interesting. And almost as soon as he gets out, somebody on the street was like, oh man, hey, huge fan. And it seemed like, I needed this finally.
Yeah.
And the guy goes on and on how about, man, I'm a huge fan of yours. I love your work. And then he says, I loved you in Robin Hood.
Oh no.
And Charlie's I wasn't in Robin Hood. That's Taron Egerton. So he's like, he was just one of those days. It just wasn't going his way.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
Yeah.
Must be rough. He's in some bad films though.
Yeah, he's also in some good ones though, man.
Yeah.
The Gentleman was great. That's a great show.
Seems like a good dude. I never saw Sons of Anarchy, but seems like a likable guy.
Sons of Anarchy, he's incredible.
So good.
Ed Gein. Terrifying.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, man.
Will you watch
Can't
it,
wait.
Hogs?
Hell, I might watch it tonight. I'm trying. I have no idea what the rest of my day looks like, but I'm going to try to make that happen tonight because I can't wait.
Are you guys going to that heavy metal bar?
Probably not. I don't know what honestly, I have no idea what the rest of my day looks like. I got to figure out when we're going to get the player interview and etc.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, baseball's still going on. I don't know if anybody cares unless you're a diehard fan of one of these teams, but the Tigers won 6-3 over the Guardians, so they win that series 2-1. The Cubs beat Sauce's dads.
Yeah.
The Padres 3-1, so they're moving on. They win that series 2-1.
The Padres had a lot of opportunity. They were just terrible with runners in scoring position.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched a good amount of it, yeah.
And the Yankees beat the Red Sox 4-0, so the Yankees are moving on. They win that series 2-1. But what really matters is this.
The highest paid athlete in the world for 2025, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
$275 million.
It's no big deal.
He's been highest paid or in the top 5 for a long time.
I should have
Second
played
is-
soccer.
Steph Curry comes in second at 156.
Wow.
Tyson Fury comes in third at 146.
Didn't he
He's the
retire?
boxer, right?
Yeah, I thought he stopped boxing.
I don't know.
Name
Who
and
knows?
likeness, all that stuff. You know,
guess, yeah.
endorsements.
Yeah. Dak Prescott at fourth with 137 million.
Man.
Lionel Messi fifth with 135. LeBron James comes in sixth at 133.8. Juan Soto at $114 million. Speaking of that, would you give me a Diet Coke? Kareem Benzema comes in eighth at $104 million. Shohei
That's
Ohtani.
the first name I've
Not a
never
clue.
heard of.
What? Who?
I'm going to assume that's a soccer player, but I don't know who that
Is
is.
it like an F1, something like that? Or
How do you
No, I
spell
know
it?
that name. It's Karim. Last name is Benzema.
French soccer player.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Never heard of him.
Wow.
Shohei Ohtani at 102.5 in ninth, and Kevin Durant, number 10 at 101.4.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
America.
Yep. All right. So after those games that I just went through, here's what the baseball playoffs look like. Starting tomorrow, there are no games in Major League Baseball today, but all of the NLDSs and ALDSs start tomorrow. So it's going to be Cubs at Brewers. That's kind of fun, having Chicago and Milwaukee square off. That's a short drive. Yankees at Blue Jays, Dodgers at John Bonus's Phillies, or at least Chrissy Bonus's Phillies, and then the Tigers at the Mariners. Those are your final 8.
Yeah, these will be fun, especially the Brewers-Cubs series, because that's such a rivalry. That'll be awesome to watch.
What really matters, though, is this.
Out today, The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson, as he plays wrestler and MMA fighter Mark Kerr in this biography about his career and struggles with narcotics. Emily Blunt plays his high-maintenance wife, and the MMA's Ryan Bader plays his trainer. I hear really good things. I might go see that.
Weren't we talking about this being Oscar-worthy or something?
That's what they were saying. I don't know. I need to watch it and see if I can get past the facial, what do you call it?
Same prosthetics.
Prosthetics. That's it.
The
Oh,
makeup,
my God.
all that stuff.
Same.
Well, yeah. Sorry, you haven't seen the trailer I saw, obviously.
No.
No, yeah. The prosthetics are off-putting for some reason, and the hair doesn't look real. I'm hoping I can get past that.
Yeah.
So Smashing Machine on Rotten Tomatoes is 74. Which is okay, but maybe he's great. Maybe it's one of those Joker situations where he's great and the movie's just okay.
Right.
Good Boy, which is that movie about the dog scenes, like a horror movie from the dog's perspective,
right?
Which is a crazy premise, but that's 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's interesting.
Really?
Yeah. The one that I think is interesting is Anemone, which is the Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement to work with his son movie. 56%.
That's it.
That's not good.
You love your boy.
I mean, there's no way Daniel Day-Lewis is bad.
Yeah.
After living as a hermit for 20 years, his isolation is disturbed by the sudden appearance of his brother, played by Sean Bean.
Oh, right on. Ned Stark.
Ned Stark. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Sean Bean. He's in a lot of movies, man.
Yeah, he is.
Sean Bean's been an actor for like 30 plus years.
Yep.
With just sneaky roles. He's one of those faces that I bet you most people are like, hey, I know that guy. Like, I'll give you $1,000. You can tell me his name. And like 3% of the people can do it.
For sure.
No
For
idea.
sure.
But very recognizable.
Although Game of Thrones might have bumped that up just a little bit.
Maybe, but they might just say, hell, that's Ned Stark.
Yeah.
I'll give you $1,000 to tell me his actual name, though.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Nedard.
Anyway, all right, 7 o'clock hour. When we come back, we'll get to the news. The KOC press conference is at what, 7:40-ish?
7:40, that's correct.
Okay, 7:40-ish.
Yep.
And then somewhere in between now and then, we expect Adam Thielen as well, correct?
That is correct as well.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this. Marnie should be here shortly. Alicia Lewis at 8, and Initials at 8:15. And one of you gets a crack at $100,500 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. That's later, right here on The Fan.
The Fan.